Behind every power plant that keeps your lights on, every on-time delivery, every factory that's just humming along, there's this invisible system at work. It's this incredibly disciplined process that really is the only thing standing between a smooth operation and, well, total chaos. So today, we're going to pull back that curtain and look at maintenance planning and scheduling.
But to really get why this matters so much, let's start with a really simple question. What actually happens when things break? When all those complex systems we totally depend on just stop?
Well, the first thing that hits you is downtime. In a big manufacturing plant, an unexpected shutdown means production just grinds to a halt. Every single minute you're not running is money just vanishing into thin air. We're talking millions of dollars gone.
And that downtime, it immediately creates this massive domino effect. A single broken part in one factory can trigger huge delays across the entire supply chain. It ends up affecting businesses and even you, the consumer, hundreds or maybe thousands of miles away.
And look, in really high-stakes places, think nuclear facilities or offshore oil rigs, the consequences are way, way more severe. An unplanned failure isn't just about losing money, it's about safety. It can literally lead to disaster. And almost always, this all comes from a simple failure to just anticipate and prepare.
So how do you tame all this potential chaos? Well, the answer lies in this powerful two-part strategy. You need a plan and you need a schedule. Now, they might sound kind of the same, but they are two totally distinct and equally critical parts of taking back control. Probably the easiest way to think about it is like this. Planning is all about the how. It's the blueprint, right? The recipe, the detailed instructions. Scheduling, on the other hand, that's all about the when. That's the calendar, the timeline, the perfect strategic moment to get it done.
And we can break this down even further. You see, the whole goal of planning is readiness, making absolutely sure that when it's go time, you have everything you could possibly need. But scheduling's goal is time optimization. It's about finding the absolute best window to do the work with the least amount of disruption. They're two different goals that work together to create one seamless process.
So let's really get into the first hero of this story. Planning. And this isn't just about, making a simple to-do list. This is a meticulous art of preparation. So the official definition tells us that planning is about getting all the required resources and info ready before a job even starts. Honestly, it's like a master chef's mise en place. Every single ingredient is chopped, every tool is laid out, every step is thought through before you even turn on the stove. It's all about ensuring a flawless execution.
And the level of detail here is what's so critical. A good planner defines the exact scope, writes crystal clear instructions, figures out the labor needed, identifies every single part and tool, does a full safety analysis, and coordinates with the operations team. I mean it when I say absolutely nothing is left to chance.
Okay, so once you have that perfect plan, you need the second hero of our story, scheduling. This is really where the art of planning meets the science of perfect timing. Scheduling takes that perfectly prepared job plan and gives it a specific home on the calendar. Think of it like being an air traffic controller. You're looking at all the moving parts, production demands, people being available, how critical a piece of equipment is, and you find that one perfect, safest, most efficient window to land the plane.
And scheduling isn't some one-size-fits-all thing either. It works on different timelines. You've got your daily schedule for urgent jobs, for sure. But the weekly schedule? That's the real heartbeat of the whole operation. That's your core plan. And then you look further out and you have monthly schedules that handle preventative stuff to stop problems before they happen. And for the really big jobs, massive shutdown schedules for huge overhauls can be planned months, sometimes even years ahead of time, all to minimize disruption.
So you've planned the how and you've scheduled the when. What's the result? Well, this is where you see the magic happen. This is the transformation from that reactive, chaotic state of constantly fighting fires to one of proactive, flawless execution.
For any world-class organization, the goal is pretty incredible. You aim for a balance where at least 90% of all maintenance work is planned and proactive. Now, that's not just some random number. It's the proven tipping point where an organization really gets control. It's where you slash costs and boost reliability. And it leaves just a tiny 10% margin for those true unpredictable emergencies. It's the difference between controlling your own destiny and just letting equipment failures control you.
And the benefits? Oh, they are huge. You dramatically cut down on those costly breakdowns, which in turn makes all your equipment more reliable. Safety shoots up because every job has been analyzed. Costs go way down because you're not paying for constant emergency overtime. The whole operation just becomes better, more efficient.
All right, so how does this all play out in the real world? Let's make it really tangible with a simple example. We're going to fix a critical centrifugal pump in a factory.
So first up, the plan. The planner identifies the exact spare parts needed. A new seal, a new bearing. They figure out it's a two-person job and it's going to take about 4 hours. And they get all the necessary safety permits ready to go. The job is now what we call fully kitted. It's a ready-to-go package with everything needed to win.
Next up, this schedule. The scheduler looks at the production forecast and sees the demand is going to be lowest on Friday afternoon. So they identify a perfect 4-hour window where taking that pump offline will have the absolute minimum impact on production.
And boom, there it is. The job is officially on the books for Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And here's the crucial part. When those technicians show up on Friday at 10, they have the right parts, the right tools, the right permits, and the right amount of time. There's no guesswork, no delays. That right there is control.
So let's just zoom out for a second and get to the big idea here. Because this isn't just about fixing pumps more efficiently. It really represents a fundamental shift in how you think.
This one sentence from the source material really captures the entire journey we've been talking about. You are fundamentally changing maintenance from a reactive, costly firefight into a proactive, value-adding, strategic process for the entire business.
And ultimately, this principle goes way beyond the factory floor. It's a mindset. It's built on foresight, on taking control of what's coming instead of just being a victim of what's happening right now. It's about applying strategy to every little piece of an operation.
So that really leaves us with one final thought. As you go about your day, just think about this. What in your world, in your work, maybe even in your life, could benefit from this kind of shift? What could use a little less frantic reaction and a whole lot more deliberate, strategic planning?